Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I'm talking to Aaron Kennedy. Aaron has his second professional fight coming up in Lebanon at Art of War Cage Fighting 24. Before we get into all that, Aaron, man, less than a week. It's fight week for you, cutting weight, all that. How you feeling, man? What's going on? What's going through your mind?
I'm good. I'm just ready to fight. Ready to go.
Listen, you're from northern Pennsylvania, and I always laugh. I say, when you come out of the womb up there, they don't put a onesie on you. They put a singlet on you. You know what I mean? Is that pretty much how it was for you? Were you always wrestling as a youth and growing up? And have you been a lifetime wrestler?
Yeah. I started wrestling in first or second grade, and by middle school, I was doing it year-round until I found fighting, and then I started fighting.
Awesome. Talk to me a little bit about this camp. You're fighting Oscar Garcia, who's also has the 0-1 record. But, is it these guys, is your camp, is it the same as it always is? Are you concentrating on something different? What are you guys doing for this camp?
Well, it's done now. But we have got a pretty good system. We run the same thing pretty much every time, prepare for all scenarios, and that's all you can do.
Now, Oscar, he had his first fight against Anthony Dill. Are you a film watcher? Did you watch that fight so that or you don't even care? Like a lot of people, like you're shaking your head. A lot of guys don't even care because you may not see the same person. So you really don't even care about watching a film from his first fight?
No, at this point in his career, it's not consistent enough. We glanced at it quick, looked like a good fight for me, but that's about it. I don't worry too much about what the other guy's gonna do. I just focus on me.
Awesome. So just tell me, since you like you said that, just tell me, what do you think? Do you think, what challenge does he present for you? I mean, he seems to be an all-around fighter. He's not just a grappler or a stand-up guy. What challenges does he present for you?
Well, anytime someone steps in the cage is a challenge.
Sure.
But, nothing really sticks out at me. It looks like he likes to do a little bit of striking, so you got to respect that. But I'm just ready to go in there and fight. We'll find out. There's only one way to find out. Talk about it. You got to do it.
One of the things I like to talk to guys, break it up. After you weigh in, you rehydrate. What's that first good meal going to be? What are you looking forward to grubbing on, after you make weight?
It'll be a steak salad with rice and some grass-fed ghee on the side.
Okay, that's your normal, that's your go-to?
My go-to now. I haven't took some time off, really readjusted my life. So with the nutrition plan that I have now, that's what I'll go with. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, Aaron, do you have a full-time job? Are you in the gym all the time? What do you do with yourself?
I train 7 days a week. I train the martial arts stuff Monday through Thursday and Saturdays, and then I have a strength and conditioning coach I work with Fridays and Sundays. Still wait tables on the side just to make some extra money. Teach classes also here, though. So I'm in the gym 7 days a week, but I do work as well.
Awesome. Who would you consider your mentor in the sport? Like, if you've been doing it for a while now, like you said, you're teaching classes, so you're an instructor, you have coaches. Who would you say, if you had a question or you wanted to check on something, who would you say your mentor is? Who would you go to?
The two of the guys will be in my corner next week, Dan and Joel. Joel's the guy who runs the gym. He's where most of my jiu-jitsu comes from. And then Dan is my Thai coach. And they're both just knowledgeable guys, in and outside of the sport. So when I have questions, I go to them.
One more thing I like to ask a lot of guys, as the sport advances, so does the training, right, Aaron? And a lot of guys, they hate running for their cardio. A lot of guys still think old school like to run. I talk to a lot of fighters who just like to spar because they feel like, you're not going to run in the gym, in the cage. So they like to get the majority of their cardio in sparring because they want to mimic what they're going to do in the cage. What do you do for most of your cardio?
Well, I spar, I roll till everybody leaves. So my cardio has always been good because I just go. But in addition to that, I have a really good strength and conditioning coach, and we do a lot of weighted sled work, a lot of high intensity interval training, and then usually about once a week I'll go for a distance jog just because it's good to keep that steady state motion. So it's good to get your body into a rhythm, I think, of running long distance. But I don't really do the running for the cardio. I do it for rhythm.
Awesome. Once again, I'm with Aaron Kennedy. Can't wait to see him on the cage side, commentating, calling the fight at Art of War Cage Fighting 24 in Lebanon. Aaron, before we go, man, I appreciate you giving me some time. You have any shout outs, any sponsors, anybody you want to give some love to?
Just all the guys that helped me get ready. There's a whole slew of guys, so I'm not going to bother mentioning them by name, but I appreciate you guys. Most of them will be there at the fight. My coaches, everybody here at the gym, you know what I mean? They're the ones who helped me get ready for this, so I appreciate them.
Awesome. Well, you can catch Aaron Kennedy. Like I said, there's some tickets left for Lebanon Expo Center. It's also going to be available on pay-per-view. And Aaron, man, thank you again for giving me some time. Have a great week, and we will see you cage side, man. Take care, and best of luck and best of skills to you.
Take it easy.